5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
A very aggressive, pushing top laner that's really good at just forcing you back. Typically good wave clear and just good sustain is something that you want to try and run into Renekton, someone that can't necessarily get bullied as much. I think Perkz isn't overextending the possibility of a collapse, and speaking of that...
Oh, it's a catch. Oh, Xerxes, the damage! Well, he really took it to Trick right there. First blood secured for the Kazakhs.
That is a great way to start for the G2 expect up in the top lane on the Renekton. And I wonder if they're going to go for this.
I think they are. Throws down the smoke screen, flashing preemptively. Chachi still got his. He's going to burn it, but is it too late? It is! A collateral damage from Trick means he gets a kill.
Trick moves in through the lane. The constant
slice out of it, I should say. Still, it's been the farm game for now. Since the junglers haven't been looking top for a little while, it has been a quieter affair there. But still, the shockwave's going to land in the mid. Exile a little bit low. Perkz is going to run it in for a kill on Exile.
Solo kill by Perkz in the mid lane. Points in his W as they now look for a roam bot.
Here we go. The Abyssal Voyage to cut off Samix and Hylissang for their own tower. Hylissang is going to get walked right into the chains. Double chains are on right now. But Hylissang, he might not live through this one. They're going to flash. The ball is out, and Perkz claims another.
Mithy makes the roam to mid to bring Perkz down bot.
Not an even story in the bottom. Sven has a whole BF sword on that of Samix, so going to be harder and harder for Unicorns to try and contest this. Let's take a look up top, though, as the junglers are going to be joining in. The hammer comes out. It's flashed away from. Chachi has to burn his own. Xerxes coming a little bit late. A slice, a dice, an auto, and a kill for the interior crocodile alligator.
G2 picked themselves up a champion that he is known for. The Unicorns of Love make good work as we see a fight being forced from G2.
Curtain call is open. Hylissang's going to dodge one. He's going to dodge two, but has to force his flash. And the last one's going to connect right on the edge of it, and he gets taken down by Trick. A teleport being expended, but G2 are going to be running away with this one. Spitting expect back into Chachi. The ball will just teleport available, so this is at best a 4v5 for a while.
I wouldn't be surprised if G2 just use this as an opportunity to turn around and force the fight, because they should not go for a 50-50 steal.
Now they're going to turn around, and Perkz just absolutely melts through Samix here. Unicorns tried to respond, but it was G2 that were just a little too quick. Let's see how the fight shakes out. Chachi knocks Sven into the wall, but it doesn't matter, and now the hammer comes to knock him away. But they're safe under mid-turret, and it's a curtain call being opened up. Unicorns are going to have to get out and dodge real quick, and they're realm warped out of there, but Hylissang is left on his own.
Hylissang has no flash.
Oh, he might get stopped up. He does have silences, however. Trick moving forward. He's going to try to dodge away. Flashing, and Trick with another. That's 2 for G2.
G2 simply used the Baron to force Unicorn, and he ends up getting collapsed on. So G2, innovative, well, I say innovative, but just strong way to force a fight as Hylissang ends up going down again.
We just saw him die, but there he goes again. Hylissang is going back to Fountain the Express route.
Lovely play from Trick to actually go over the wall and remove the blast cone threat. Will they commit, though?
Yep, Mithy, he's going to get the Grey Health on, and Chachi's going to send one flying, but he might give his life for it. They do manage to take down Mithy, and Exile goes in onto Trick, doesn't have the damage to finish the job. He has to warp out to safety, but not before Expect. Gets one last slice on him. It is a 2 for 1. GG's just outside of range. Meanwhile, the top laner's Tango in the bottom side. Well, we've seen this dance a couple of times and Expect. He throws down the Dominus, and in comes Mithy. Chachi's got a flash, and he is not going to be able to use it. 3-on-1 ain't fair, but Expect comes out with a kill.
And G2 likely won't lose.
Not give it up after that. Perkz is going to insta-cleanse the nether grasp of Hylissang, and he's still safe on the mid. The shockwave is huge. Command delete, and G2 are looking to do just that to visit Chachi. The hammer, the windup, it is not enough to knock everybody out of dodge. The redemption comes in, he gets Expect into a wall, and it is not enough damage. He flashes away. G2 keep all their members alive by the skin of their teeth, and they claim 2 unicorns.
Perkz.
To see if he can spot out a steal attempt by Xerxes. Could be dangerous here. Samix and Exile are still there. Piercing arrow comes in. Trick was already around the side, and he spotted Xerxes. The damage is not quite enough, and off screen, Perkz just picks off Exile. This is looking better and better for G2. Xerxes would need to be the hero, but they are taking their time about this one. Hylissang incoming. G2 still committing for this. Very low. Mithy is tanking up too much. He dies. In goes Xerxes! Oh my word, he doesn't get the steal, but that was close.
It certainly looked like it, because he does the Unicorns lineup. They know they have a big gold lead, and now they're trying to force it.
Oh man, Perkz is just so slippery. He finally gets shut down, but Exile nearly eats it. He's gonna have to walk out back to Fountain.
Vision control around their topside jungle. as they actually go for a bit of a 1v2 against Expect.
I mean, Expect is going to get stopped up for a second by the Nethergrass, but look at how squishy Hylissang is, and Expect is recognizing that. Meanwhile, Trick was just polishing off another tower. Hylissang, he's going to get flashed on, he's going to get sliced down to 0, and Chachi just doesn't have the damage. The Shockwave is pulling in Exile. Dodging the collateral damage, but it doesn't mean a thing. Expect is just too damn big, and G2 are onto the inhibitors. They don't need the bear.
Always a chance for another.
There's the Realm Warp. Oh, they've got to bring everybody, but they're into the pit. The hammer. Oh, they're just going to take it down themselves. It's not stolen away. Trick secured it with the smite. It was a nice try, boys. But in the end, G2 Esports, they may not have been expecting that one, but they were able to finish it off.
I love the all-in play from the Unicorns of Love. That is such a Unicorns thing to do. They know their backs are against the wall, so they just make the play. They go in, all 5 members into the Baron pit. They try to force the steal, and while they can't get it, it doesn't matter because they go down valiantly.
Win or lose, these guys definitely played it out with style. Mythy Swallows visit Chachi for the kill. It's gonna be only Nexus turrets taken down for the end of it all, 20-5. G2 playing out, cool, calm, collected, and they will take game number 1 over the Unicorns of Love.
Very clean game from G2 Esports. Early on when Xerxes got that first blood, I thought, this is a great start for Unicorn. Xerxes can now really start to snowball these lanes, get his solo laners ahead. They should have push in the bottom, but early on, perhaps a bit of nerves from the Unicorns because we didn't see Xerxes looking to play that aggressively. We didn't see the bottom.
Thank you guys for watching. If you disliked this video, hit that button. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe.